It's preliminary finals weekend in the OAMPS RFL, and this weekend we have a rematch of last year's grand final. Collingully Ashmont Kapooka up against the Coolamon Hoppers, but this year they're playing for a spot in the grand final. Joining us to talk footy is Harry Perryman from the Demons and Marshall Macauley from Coolamon. Guys, thanks for joining us. Harry, you blokes had probably forgotten what defeat tastes like. You haven't been beaten since the first game of the season. Mango's now beaten you twice. What was the message from Shane Lennon after the game?
We're pretty disappointed, but we'll be hoping to bounce back this week against Coolamon, hopefully.
Marshall, you guys haven't beaten Collingully this season, but you are the defending premiers. Has there been a bit of talk about going back to back, and if you can do it, how big of an achievement would it be?
Well, there really hasn't been that much talk about it because we haven't been sitting as good as we'd like to all year, but just taking it as game as it comes at the minute. Been backs to the wall all final, so it's probably the only way to kick us into gear, really, knowing that there's no tomorrow.
That's it. Harry, a grand final rematch, as we mentioned, it's a week earlier than it happened last year. How much of this week is spent focusing on Coolamon and how much on your own side of things?
Yep, we'll try to focus on ourselves most of the week, but Coolamon will definitely be tough this week and be a good challenge, yep.
Marshall, plenty of strengths in Collingully from halfback through the midfield through to full forward. Where and how do you go about shutting them down?
That's right, they're a good side all over the park. You can clearly just throw a blanket over them in the midfield. They're all quality plays. You just got to try and beat them around the contest, I guess, and really try and nullify their young fellas running the football and trying to limit the ball to Aho down forward. And just try and stop the run of them, really.
He's definitely been kicking a few this year, Brent Aho. Harry, Coolamon, no shortage of strike power up forward. How much focus do you put on the likes of Roberts, Joe Redfern, Rick Pritchett?
We'll definitely have a look at them and try and get the good matchups with them and hopefully take care of them.
Marshall, you guys also have some great young talents, but also some very experienced heads around the club, as well as obviously Lou Roberts, blokes like Matt Hart around the club, Maddox, McGrath in the middle too. At this time of year, how valuable are those guys to have around you, and what do you learn from them?
Oh, they're absolutely amazing. Like on the weekend, you can tell that it's head and shoulders above everyone else with how they approach the game and how they just get everyone up for the excitement, for the just hunger for the contest. Really, they just you couldn't have anyone else better around the club to help the young fellas out. Harry,
you guys are a pretty different side to last year. A lot of young blokes around the club. The winning streak during the year, it does create a lot of expectation. Are you guys confident that you're handled to equip it?
Yeah, we'll be going in fairly confident this week, hopefully, with a few young blokes stepping up, and yeah, we should be right.
You're one of the young blokes yourself. Tell us a bit about that step up from 17s up to seniors. What's sort of different about the footy?
Yeah, it's definitely harder, more physical, and definitely a lot quicker, yeah.
And I guess, is it helpful having those senior blokes around to sort of help you through, especially this time of year, because I guess finals in a junior competition up to seniors, very different prospects?
Yeah, blokes like Brad Aiken and Chris Gordon and Sparks, they've all been really good to us and helping us young blokes. Yep.
Marshall, you've started well the past two finals, but let the lead go against Mango. Against the Tigers, you're able to hold on, but it did get tight there. Is playing 4 quarters a concern for the Hoppers?
Oh, I don't think it is, because we finished the game really well. So it's just saying we're really not identifying the run on and not willing to hold on to the ball and panicking a bit. So if we look to hold on to the ball a little bit longer than they have been, maybe that'll slow down their run on, so we can look to hold them back and just play through it a bit better.
Harry, back to a couple of those names that you mentioned before, the likes of Aiken, Chris Gordon, Shane Lennon. What have you learnt from them this season?
Oh, definitely really good for us, yep. Just helping us work hard at training, just doing all them little things right, and yeah, that's really good, yeah.
Excellent, guys. Well, thank you very much for joining us today. Good luck this weekend. And obviously only one of you can win, but fingers crossed for a good game.
Thank you.